Hey, 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 hey. Now, I think I must have people muted. Let me find out. 10 people have entered the waiting room. See the waiting room. Admit all. Hey. Right, let's unmute for a moment. Okay, so let me just unmute so we can just, I can just meet people. Wow, maybe that was not a good idea. So, wow, I done something. Oh, I think I muted myself. Did I mute myself? Okay, that's what I want. Mute that for a second. Okay. I don't like it when I disappear. Okay, it's because I'm not speaking. I get it. Can you all hear me? Now, I know some people, Keisha, I can see that you're driving. And some people might have called in from the phone. But if you have your computer in front of you and you can open up the chat, just let me know that you can hear me. There we go. Let me see. So yeah, so let me know in the chat box. So I'm not seeing anything in the chat. So that suggests that nobody can hear me. So let's see if that's true or not.
I can hear you clear here.
Oh, okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay, good. Thank you, Sharon. Hi there. Hi, Jill. Sarah. Hey. So you can hear. That's good. That is good. Let me just see. Some people are waiting to come in. So let's let them in. Now, this is going to be quite a big call because we had so many people registered. I was expecting about 30 people registering, and we had 80 people registering from 12 different countries. So, yeah, that's just amazing. I have no volume. What does that mean, Cindy? That you can't hear? Can you turn up your own volume? Oh, that might help as well. Can you hear a little bit better now? So I just want everybody, keep yourselves muted unless you're kind of, unless there's something that you need to say, because there's going to be too many of us on here and we don't want all the background noise. We do not want the background noise. I'm going to wait for, let me see. Yeah, we're a little, it's already 6:05. So I might just wait for a moment just to let people join us. So just say hi. Actually, just unmute yourself if you can. Tell us your name and tell us where you are. Let's just greet some people while we wait for others to join us. Some people are calling in as well, so they won't see anything.
Hi.
Beanie.
Say your
Arkansas.
name. Say your name and where you're from.
Oni Ibini, Arkansas.
Arkansas. Thank you, Oni.
Gigi Prince from Toronto.
Hi, Gigi from Toronto.
Hi.
Hi.
Jamila Brown, Brooklyn.
Hi, Jamila from Brooklyn.
Hi, it's Sarah. I'm calling from New York. I was born in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Normally in Mexico and London. Chola. Hi.
Hi, Sarah. Glad you can make it.
It was just this divine inspiration to join you. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you. Who else have we got?
Hello,
I'm
this is
Keisha.
Hi, Adilefu.
Good
Where
to
are
see
you?
you. Oh, I'm sorry, Houston, Texas.
Oh, you're in Houston, Texas. I'm going to be there later in the year. I'm coming to Houston in August.
Really?
Really?
For an event, or because you have a sister here, right?
That's right. Yeah, I'm coming to see my family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have a sister right there. I have two sisters there, actually. Okay, who else do we have? Anyone else want to introduce themselves? I know who's in there, you know. So you're all staying quiet. I can say, Abigail, I know you up in there. Sister Joyce, I know you're in there. Keisha, Lindy, you trying to hide out as well and not speak to us. And Marissa, Michelle, Patricia, Vanessa, it's amazing what you can do when you put your glasses on, eh? Now I can see.
Hi, Shola. This is
Hi,
Keisha. I'm
Keisha.
from Brooklyn and I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
Everyone.
Hi. Okay, so I'm going to get started. And I just hope that I can keep remembering in. Let me mute everybody. I don't know. Yeah, can you mute yourself as well? If you've unmuted yourself, just put the mute on because I can hear some people and we don't want to do that. Okay, good. I do not want to hear that. Okay, so should we begin with our E for L balance? So we're going to be talking about bliss and having the courage to step up actually and really be in that place of bliss. So let's just take a moment just to kind of slow down, just to connect inside. So let's begin with your right hand, just bring it onto your heart center. And you might not see, but my left hand is going over my sacral chakra. And you can notice you probably, there's a breath, a deep breath that will come just from doing that. Keisha, be careful when you're driving, okay?
Yes, I'm turning in now.
Okay. So just having that awareness in your breath. Oh. And this is our act of self-love. You know, we're sending love and compassion from our hearts, from ourself, to the sacral chakra. And that's what we call the sacred home of I. So that energy is going right to the heart center. And this is a mini vacation. This is like a 2-minute vacation. And when you're ready, just take a nice, deep, nice, expansive breath. And just have an awareness, actually, of how you feel different just from that couple of minutes of reconnecting with yourself and just kind of coming back to center. Hi. Okay. So in the UK, it is Mother's Day here. So we are celebrating all mama goddesses, all mothers. And it is also the end of my birth month. Anyone else have a March birthday? Just pop that in the, oh, I can see somebody. Okay, March birthdays. So we're coming to the end of our birth month, but we could just start celebrating Aries and then we get a little more time as well where we can continue that celebration. So I'm just giving thanks as well. Really, really, really giving thanks. I had a big birthday and oh my gosh, yeah, I'm just giving thanks for that. So today, what I want to share with you is two things. I want to share with you how to really come back home to that place of bliss so that we understand what it is and what we need, what needs to happen, what do we need to do differently in order to really embrace our bliss. And I do believe that bliss is our birthright. And I also think that it is a state that we all know. So we may not reside in bliss permanently, I'm sure we don't, but we know it. And because we know it, we seek to return to that expansive place of bliss. So I want to share with you, now I have some slides that I want to share with you as I go through this, and three main things that I want you to kind of open to. And also I asked people if they were, some of you on the call are definitely coming to Transformation Vacation. Some people need more information. They want to know a little bit more about it. And of course, some people, they're not going to be joining us this year. So that's the other thing that I want to take a little bit of time as well and just give you a little bit more of a kind of insight into what happens and what you get as part of our Transformation Vacation. So like I say, it's more than a retreat and it is more than a holiday. So I'm going to share a little bit more around that with you as well. So let's get started. Now let me see if I can make my technology work and open up the presentation. So if people can stay muted for this. So I'm gonna, so I'm gonna make sure that everyone stays muted. And I am going to share my screen. So I don't know if I need to get rid of these things, probably. Okay, so people can come in, so that's good. And the chat box, I would like to see. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to try and share a presentation with you. So let's see if this is going to work. Hey. So let me know in the chat box if you can see the presentation or whether it's covered by some slides or what you're seeing. If you can let me know, that would be great. And everybody should be muted. I don't know why that is not. I can see the presentation. Thank you, Bashir. Okay, excellent. Excellent. That's what I wanted. So just make sure that you stay muted now. And yeah, let me share this with you. So I talk about courage to embrace your bliss. And this is all about energy as well. And we know that the courage relates to root chakra. It relates to how we kind of show up, how we present, and how we are in the world. And so my kind of aim for our kind of mini workshop today is to, okay, so it doesn't want to move. Oh, there we go. Is to kind of tune in to the energy of some of the chakras, not all of them, because obviously we don't have so much time, but some of the chakras, and really kind of have a sense of what we need to do to step into our greatness. So the courage that is required, and also remembering. So to remember is to bring those disparate parts of self back together. Hi, Bashir, I can see you now. And so, and so it's also about how we remember. And when we have our chakras kind of more aligned, that's when we can step into that place of bliss. So that's what I want to really share with you. So, hey, I just want to say a little bit about my own journey and kind of, you know, why I'm passionate about more people being able to step up and really expand into that place of bliss. Oh, what do I want to say? What do I want to say? You know, I feel really grateful. I feel really thankful. I feel just blessed that I am able at this stage in my life to kind of be on purpose and to live in a way that is really meaningful to me. Because if I look back at my life, and I'm not going to take you all back and tell you a whole long story, but I am writing a memoir. Took a long time, but it's coming. But if I think about my journey and think about my life, there's no way that I thought at this stage I would be, well, to be honest, I didn't think I'd even be alive. I really didn't think I would be still taking breath and actually be physically alive because of certain things that happened in my life where I was very close to death at two different stages kind of early in my life. So I didn't think I'd be alive, but I certainly didn't think that I would be able to kind of share in the way that I get to, have the amount of fun that I get to have with people, meet, travel, do what's really kind of important to me and what I'm really passionate about when I want to, if I want to, with whom I want to. And that is kind of, you know, my journey from fashion and studying psychology and psychotherapy and all of these things that has kind of brought me to this place where I can do that. But I think more than anything, it is the commitment. It's about having a commitment. It's about tenacity. So I don't think it's a straight journey. I don't know what other people think. Maybe just make a comment in the chat box. But I know for myself, my journey has been kind of up and down. It changes. Now, if there's anybody who has had a journey that has just been like that, let us know. But I think for most people, the journey has been kind of up and down. Just let me know, how has your journey been? So yeah, it's kind of up and down. But it has brought me to this wonderful place where I get the opportunity to share with yourselves what I'm really passionate about and what really makes a difference. That's right. Yeah, up and down, definitely, definitely, definitely. But I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks that I'm able to climb trees. Bashir, we climbed the tree and, you know, just be quiet when I want to be in a real quiet space and be expansive and, you know, just fun, whatever. So I'm giving thanks for that journey that has brought me here today. And yes, the journey can be extremely difficult. It can be painful. My own journey, particularly early in my life, was very, very painful. But there are things that we can do that allow us to be expansive so that we can be present with more of our greatness and be in that place of bliss. So when I think about bliss, I also think about ecstasy. And ecstasy means without stasis. It's about movement. It's about flow. So embracing our bliss is about being able to connect with and stay with that which changes. So that which is up and down, that which we maybe energetically we're not expecting. Can we still be with that? Can we open to that? Can we stay on purpose? So they're the questions that we need to also ask ourselves. And so I'm going to share with you 3 different ways that we can begin to really embrace our bliss. And of course, everything I'm talking about is from an energetic perspective. So I'm talking now really about the inner eye. And so being able to vision with our inner eye, and I'm sure people have practices that they use for being able to kind of vision, to go inside, to see. But I'm not just talking about your larger vision. I'm talking about how you see everything. So how you go through your life and how you see things. So do you see obstacles in the path? Or do you see movement? Do you see space? Do you see a way around? I was thinking the other day about the expression with the glass. You know, is the glass half full? Is the glass half empty? And I was thinking for myself that I'm very much a kind of, I have a glass person. You know, I just give thanks. Can you mute yourselves, please? I just give thanks that I have a glass. I'm thankful that I have a glass. So I'm just trying to mute everyone because I'm hearing some things. So it's how we see. It's how we see that is really important as well. So having a vision, having clarity, but also how we look at things, how we look at life. So when we change the way that we look, everything changes. So if we want to step into this more expansive and blissful and ecstatic place, then we have to be willing to see things differently.
If you hold up,
You need to mute yourselves. I'm not sure why I've not been able to mute everybody, but that has not happened. So please mute yourselves. Hanifa.
yeah.
Hi, Hanifa, but can you mute yourself, my dear?
Okay. Mute. Ooh, I'm sitting.
There we go. Okay, so change the way you look and see everything change. That's the first thing. So what areas in your life right now do you need to look at differently? So there may be things that you need to turn upside down. You need to turn on their head. You need to think about them differently. So there may be things that are standing in your way and stopping you from stepping into your greatness and being all that you can be, and just experiencing that sense of real peace, bliss, ecstasy. So are there any things in your life that you know you need to look at differently? So you can share with us. You're welcome to, just let us know in the chat box any areas where you know you need to start to see things differently. I know in my own life, when I took my trip to India and Asia, and I traveled for 2.5 years, at that time, everything changed for me because I started to see things differently. I had a simple experience. I was sharing this the other day with some people. I was riding on a bus in India, and an elder literally sat down on top of me with her bony butt and her chicken. Now, my first thought was, this is my seat. Like, I paid for the seat from here to here because I'm coming from England and that's how we think. But I quickly noticed that it was only myself, no one else. No one else was going through changes. Everyone else was fine. And so I just settled into myself and I started to see that differently. The elder, she wanted to sit down, and the chicken, I guess that was for her dinner. So as soon as I changed, even though her bones were sticking in my leg a little bit, I was able to just expand my perception, because I realized that the way that I saw things was culturally relevant to where I've grown up. And that cultural relevance is not resonant all over the world. So I had to change things. I had to change things up. Okay, so let me know, just kind of think about somewhere in your life where you've been able to move forward because you started to see things differently. So maybe think of a kind of a success or something that changed for you because you shifted the way that you saw that. And again, let us know. Let us know. Okay, and the second, living your best life. It's also about the heart chakra. So the vision is about our inner eye. It's about the brow chakra. And passion is about heart, and it's also about solar plex. So it's about these two chakras. It's the air energy, and it's also the sun. So each one of us has things that we are passionate about, things that kind of really light us up, things that, put a little kind of skip in our step. But quite often, we're not in alignment, we're not present, we deny ourselves the things that are really important to us, or the things that we're passionate about. And we might be all kinds of excuses that we may have, like we don't have time for something, or we don't have the money for something, or we don't know how to do something, or we just don't feel deserving. Now, when we start from that place, we block our blessings. We block our blessings. We restrict what the Creator has in store for us. And so we need to be able to stop blocking our blessings. If you're able to, just write that down. Stop blocking your blessings. So someone's talking to me about really shifting where they were living in Toronto, and just kind of making money to survive, to having impact and purpose with the work that we do. Now, I know for a lot of people on this call, being able to have an impact, being able to make a difference in the world, that is our passion, that is our purpose. But in order to really do that, something has to shift, something has to change. And that might be our vision, that might be honoring self. Really honoring self. Think about it. How many times do you dismiss your own self? Now, we're on Mother's Day, and I know that for mothers, quite often, they are at the end of the equation. Everybody else gets served. Everybody else gets their share of whatever it is that is outgoing. And the mother, the divine goddess, the woman, comes at the end. Now, that can work for a little while. That can work for a while, but it is not something that is sustainable. It can't continue to work. That's when I talk about kind of toxicity and resentment. So that energy will shift, that energy will change. And so we need to own our passions, really own them, and be able to step up. So I say that realization is the start of transformation. So it might be becoming more aware of what is available to you. So some things that you seek, some things that you dream of, they're already in your path. They're already in your path, and you're walking by them on a daily basis. Just walking by, walking by, walking by. And sometimes some things that we seek, they're also in our reach, but we put obstacles in our way. And then we wonder why we feel depressed, we feel anxiety, we start having different ailments, and we're not really living the life that we know we're destined to live. So any realization, if you realize that you're blocking your own blessings, if you realize that you're putting obstacles in your own path, if you realize that you're walking by your blessings, that is a good start. That is a good place. Let me see. So I shifted my purpose. For the longest time, I thought family and work-related demands stifled my freedom. When I changed my vision and became more present, I realized that they actually gave me more freedom and added joy. Yeah, I hear that. I also redefined freedom to embracing more and setting personal boundaries. Now, boundaries, really, really, really important. And again, particularly for women, and particularly for women who are water element. So let me tell you, under your star sign, just identify what your element is and just drop that in the comments. So for myself, I am fire. I'm not sure how to ZZ, fire, more fire. Earth, water, earth. More fire, water. Okay. Working with people from various ethnic backgrounds, I often have to adapt certain ways and even some of my habits in order to form meaningful relationships with them. Sure. Which is great as long as we don't lose ourselves as we do that. So sometimes we're so busy pleasing other people, whether that's in the workplace, whether that's in the home, that we run the risk of losing self. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, come on now.
Earth, water. Adilefu is saying, yay. Yeah, we run that risk of losing self. So awareness is so important. Coming to that place of awareness. Now I was saying that, yeah. I was saying that I wanted to share these 3 steps with you. So we've looked at 2 of them. We have looked at vision. So that's kind of twofold. That's about being clear about what your vision in life is so that you can move towards it. But it's also about perception and where you need to shift your perception. And we've looked at passion. And so passion relates to heart chakra, solar plex, and it's about honoring self. It's about how you show up and how you really honor yourself. So we have one more that I also want to share with you. But before I do that, I want to ask you a question because I want to share. Let me see. Yeah, let me ask you a question. What would change for you just from really bringing those 2 things into alignment? So that's your inner eye and your solar plex. That's your vision and your passion. So what would change if you just brought those into alignment? Then we have one more that we're going to look at. But before I share the last piece with you, I also wanted to share some information around transformation vacation, because I know some people want to know more about it. Let me just see what we're saying in the comments. Yes, I do know what you mean, and I find it often need to work on grounding myself and keeping the balance between staying true to myself, this is Patricia, and still find a bridge to understand and share with others in a way that resonates with them, which is so important. But it starts from self. And this is why I talk about living from the overflow. Living from the overflow, because the more that we're able to do that, the more energy, empathy, love, compassion, understanding, forgiveness, etc., we have for others. So let me share a little bit with you about our transformation vacation. I tried to just put a few images together so you can just have a sense of the energy of transformation vacation, because it really allows us to have space and time that is for self. Because to get really clear about what our vision is and what's really important to us and shifting perception, etc., we need space. We need space and we need time. And so transformation vacation really affords us that time and that space. We always have ritual time. So we always open to spirit and work from that place. Really working from that deep, energetic, spiritual place. So here you can see us kind of after the ritual, that's the end, with our certificates at the end. And the other, this is before one of the rituals that we did, and the other images are after. Now, transformation vacation in Grenada, I want to show you a little bit of Grenada. So actually, I love Grenada. I don't know if people have been before, but one of the things that I really love, it's called the Spice Island, is the forest and just all of the kind of herbs, spices, all of those things, just really understanding how to use them for our healing and for our medicine. So the middle images are of the place that we're going to be staying, which is a really beautiful place. I kind of like to keep places as a surprise for people, because I always take a lot of time and a lot of energy to find the perfect venues and perfect location for us to have our transformation vacations. And this time in Grenada, I have to say, we have exceeded everything. It is really amazing, and it's really premium rooms for everybody. That's a picture of the bathroom. You can see how huge that is. Looking right out over the sea. We had little swimming pools in Costa Rica. Now we've got a great big infinity pool. We're going to be going to see these underground sculptures. Not underground, under the sea, under the ocean sculptures in Grenada that kind of really honor the ancestors. So that is also really, really amazing. So I want to share with you what's included. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, so what is included in the transformation vacation. So as I said, all of the rooms are premium rooms. That just happens to be the venue is like that. It's absolutely beautiful. You work with me on a daily basis. So when we're on transformation vacation, we have masterclasses every morning. And so, as I said, it's more than a retreat, it's more than a holiday. So from those masterclasses in the morning, my aim is transformation. And people come with their different aims. And oh gosh, just so much has changed for people. I mean, Talisa, who we just saw in the other image, in terms of her health and wellness, her life has completely changed. Other people, in terms of direction, in terms of getting really clear about where they want to go as well. We have energy exercise class every morning. High energy foods, another massive area that people learn to kind of really change. We're going to tour Grenada. You have your self-care treatments. And I have a couple of bonuses for people who book on transformation vacation in the next 24 hours. So that's a laser coaching session with myself, which you will have before you come on transformation vacation, so that you can really get the most as well from being there. And the Wellness Temple Journal. So that is going to be a digital, not copy of the whole thing, but the main sheets, so that you can just work again before coming on the vacation. You can have some clarity. Okay, so let me just see. So all of that is valued at over $4,000. I know some people are from the UK and we do pounds, but most people that come on transformation vacation are from the US. So it's valued at over 4,000 when we look at all of those different pieces, but the price of transformation vacation, we're on our fourth one, has never gone up from the beginning. So it is still 2,600, and it's just got better and better. We've even got more days. So if you want to join us, then you can go to energy4lifecoach.com/retreats. You can pick up the rest of the information there. There's an application form, and also the payment portal is on that page. So let me just, so you get your premium room, masterclasses, yoga classes, high energy food, tour of Grenada, self-care treatment, and for the people who pay in full 24 hours, you get the laser coaching with me before you go, and also Wellness Temple Journal, so that you can start to really get on purpose and clear before you join us in July. It's on the, what are the dates? Laser coaching is just really sharp, focused coaching. So it's not a coaching that takes forever. It's a coaching where you bring one thing that you really want to work on and you get really clear about it. So that's one of my superpowers. So I like working with people in that way. You're welcome. Okay, keep yourselves muted. So let's go to Let's go to number three. Number three. So we had vision and we had passion. And now it's about stepping up. So I can be heard quite often talking about stepping out and stepping up. And that's what we need to do. We need to step out and we need to step up. If we really want to embrace our bliss and live your best life, you have to have that clarity. Your vision probably needs to change in some way. So you have to identify where you need to make those changes. Then you need to put that fire, that passion, that energy into it. And then you need to step up. You need to take action. You have to do something different. And in order to do things different, doing things different usually requires taking some kind of risk. So when I think for myself, actually in my life, I tend to not think of it as taking a risk because it's how I live my life. I've lived my life like that all the time. When I think about, well, I've never had a day job, so I never had a day job to give up. Just writing my book, the different things that I've done. My business, just kind of being in business my whole life, is what is sometimes considered a risk. But for me, it's about stepping out on faith. So it's about getting clear and then stepping out on faith. So kind of knowing that everything will be all right, knowing that the universe has your back. Let me know if you believe that the universe has your back. Has the universe got your back? Let me know in the comments. Does the universe have your back?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me know in the comments. I know it's not just me. Hey, that's right. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. 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 You know, and I feel like I reached this ripe old age. It feels like kind of old to me. And I know that the universe has never let me down once. That's why I'm hearing so many people when I've got everybody muted. I don't understand that. But anyway, absolutely. The universe has never let you down. But sometimes it's hard to remember. That's true. That is true. I believe it and feel it, see it regularly, and I'm still growing in my ability to fully reside and trust. And that's why we have to take risks. Because sometimes it's kind of not really a risk, but it feels like it. So there may be different things where we have to step just outside of our comfort zone. And so it feels uncomfortable. It feels like we're taking a risk, but really we're just allowing the universe to support us. And I like to use the mantra, all is well. All is well. Because I know that the universe has showed me that. Yes, back and front. I am witness. I have seen. Yeah, that's right. That is right. It's such a strong feeling of being held, even when I feel scared, exactly, and unsure and fed up. I know I'm never really alone. That's it. Leaving the fear behind and trusting what we don't know, that's a challenge. That is a challenge. But that's why we call it risk. You know, courage is root chakra. And the opposite of courage is faith. It's about trust. You know, it's about jumping and growing your wings on the way down. So we just need to know which areas in our life we need a shift of perception. Which areas in our life do we need to really step up into our passion? Yeah, it feels like a risk until I'm experiencing That's right. And then I smile and say, what was I afraid of? It's like waking up, you're in a dream, and that dream might feel a little scary, but then you wake up and you realize you was asleep. And sometimes in life, we're asleep. We're just going through life sleep. And then we get the opportunity to wake up. And that's what we know that has our back. Yes, witnesses, please, 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 can you stay muted? I do not want to hear y'all walking around. Leaving the fear behind and trusting what we don't know. Yeah, that's right. That's a challenge. But we know the universe has our back. Hey. So I'm going to invite maybe just one person, just for a couple of minutes, to just share your experience. Bashir, let me see if you're there, though. Bashir, are you still with us? Here she is. So let me put you on and see if you want to share a little bit about Transformation Vacation for us. Oh, I can't.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let me see if I can get to a place where I'm not amidst a whole bunch of dishes. Peaceful greetings, everyone. So I went to the Transformation Vacation in Barbados, and it was a transformative experience. What Shola said, I think one of the biggest things that stood out to me, besides my own personal transformation, was we were in a space where every woman there was allowed to shine brightly, and really the fullness and the essence of their self was just able to shine, and we embraced it, and we basked in the sun of each other, which strengthened us and which empowered us. It is a time to disconnect for women to all of the daily responsibilities. And it's an opportunity to give to ourselves, to give self-love, self-care, and bond with others on the journey, knowing that you're not alone. So it was very relaxing. The rituals were empowering, and it was a space where spirit showed up. And when you leave Transformation Vacation, you are full. You are in a space where you can definitely give from the overflow.
Thank you so much.
And I just saw the pictures. I got my money for Barbados in my bank account, but when I saw those pictures, I'm like, okay, I need to just hurry up. You're welcome, Shola.
Because I know this particular Transformation Vacation for both yourself and for Diara. Don't ask me for the details right now. But I know that something really monumental is going to happen for the two of you. That I know for sure.
Okay.
That I know for sure. And we can
I believe
what it was when we all know. But I know something really magical is happening.
Absolutely.
That's right. Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
Let me just, I'm just going to, let me see if anyone has any questions or any comments or any thoughts, and you want to share that in the comments so I can answer that about anything that we've discussed while we've been on our call together today. Just to go over again what you get on Transformation. And I'm talking about, these are the kind of tangible things. So you get a premium room, your daily masterclasses, energy exercises, high energy food. So you get to reset. You get that opportunity to reset everything. You need to mute again. You get your self-care treatment. So looking forward to it. Really looking forward to seeing you there as well, Joyce. Really looking forward. If you're unmuted, please mute yourself. So this is what you get. And if you want to join us, and this place is a little bit smaller than we've been to before, so there are less places. That's just how it is, but there's a few less places. This is what you're getting, $4,000 plus worth of value for our old price from when we started, 2006. $2,600. It's around £2,000 for people who are in the UK. You need to go to energyforlifecoach.com retreats, where you can get the rest of your information, and you get the application form is right there, and so is, what else is there? The appointment portal, that's all there. Okay. And so this is living your best life. Courage to embrace your bliss. And so takeaways from this call. So we just have a couple of minutes left, and I would love to hear what people are taking away from this call. I'm taking away that I have to learn how to really mute everybody. That's a big one for me. Can you just stop for 2 minutes? Whoever's rustling about and making noise, shut yourself up for 2 minutes. Thank you. So I recently you completed your first book on my spiritual journey, and you were overflowing inspiration. Thank you. Honored to be in this number and to share this space and time. And I'm honored to have you here, Oni. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm just kind of ecstatic that I know how to do well. I'm not really at it, but I'm learning how to do this online stuff. It's so good. So we had people from like 12 different countries. Hanifa, I would love to see you on transformation vacation. And I really genuinely mean that. I would love to see you there, Hanifa. Fear of the unknown often holds me back from experiencing all that the universe is waiting to give me. I love your 3 keys to transformation: vision, passion, showing up. Look forward to joining you on a future vacation. Thank you, Hanifa. I can't wait. And I really mean that, because I know how long you've wanted to join us. I cannot wait for you to do just that. Okay, I love the 3 keys. Wonderful. Wonderful. And of course, we get to really kind of embody them, when we have that time and space. So this is just a kind of short opportunity to connect. And I'm just so happy that we have it. But on transformation vacation, we live together for 7 days. So we really get to, we get to fully embody all of these teachings. Okay, so let me just check any other comments that you want to share before we finish. The feeling of solidarity and sisterly circle is my pleasure. Okay, excellent. Thank you so much as well, Patricia. Hey, didn't we do well? Amazing women, and I'm so kind of blessed that this is what I do. This is my work. I'm so blessed to get to kind of really to share with you all. Hey, thank you so much. So we're going to finish right now. If you need more information, just contact me. You know where I am. Thank you for being on this call. Some people are on my training and in the LEAP program. So I'm going to connect with you real soon. And I hope to see you in Grenada. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Look forward to hearing from you. Keisha, speak to you soon, lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sarah. Adilefu, thank you. Oh, bless you. This is so nice. Flora, I didn't know you were there. Hey. Flora, I know you're going to be on transformation vacation soon. Love you, loving you back, Keisha. Okay, I'm gonna go. We've had our hour. Give thanks. Thank you all so much. Bye. Let me see if I even know how to get out of here. Okay, so I'm gonna come off of this. That's proud to seeing everybody. Bye. Oh, I could have stopped that a little while ago. Bye, everybody. Love you. Bye.